This channel is proudly sponsored by the Demon Ninja Kickstarter, a tabletop role-playing game of horror and redemption in a dark Japan. Please check out the link to the Kickstarter and to my ongoing review of the core book in the description and in the pinned comment below. And the Red Room Publishing. Please check out the link to their store also in the description and in the pinned comment. Here's a promo to one of their tabletop role-playing games.
In the heart of darkness, where shadows waltz with unhinged madness, I have gazed into the abyss and found a truth so stark it burned my soul.
The Shadow War begins now. Are you ready for the new flesh?
Hi! Welcome to this part of my review featuring the vampire, alone in the darkness. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this solo/cooperative/traditional tabletop role-playing game, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about playing the game and the bestiary. The mechanics are quite simple. Your vampire wakes up every night at their starting haven, and will have 12 hours to venture through the scenario, doing whatever they want during this period, or at least attempting to do so. At the end of 12 hours, you should seek shelter at your haven or somewhere else where you can hide. If you are not sheltered, be sure the sun will not kill you. Moving to an adjacent tile takes 1 hour on foot, and half an hour using a vehicle such as a car or a motorbike. As soon as you enter a new tile, perform the following steps. Choose an action to perform. Roll for an event on the table of the specified tile. If you want to perform other actions, pay the cost in time for each one. You can take actions such as hunt for prey, look for a temporary haven, find another vampire of the Legion, get a servant, get money by stealing or perhaps through honest work, interact with a character. And these are just a few of the actions that you can take. You can pretty much do anything that is context appropriate. And you have the information on how much time each action takes. When it comes to tiles and events, after your first action, it's time to roll a random event in the tile of the city where you are. You can only do a new action as soon as the rolled event has been resolved, either through success after a failure or simply because it was abandoned. There are several types of events, from beneficial events and encounters to problems to be solved. Keeping track of the occurrences of each event is interesting for setting up your vampire's adventures within the city. Determining an event is simple. You roll 2 10-sided dice, one for the first and the other for the second column of the table. Then compare and see the event that will happen to your character in the equivalent line of the table. There are many events divided by tiles. For example, in the case of new city events, you have things such as you find an enemy attacking an ordinary human, roll a violent encounter on table 13, you are not the target, and choose what to do. Perhaps in the old city events, you obtain things such as an elder vampire calls and offers you $2,000 to solve an important event on table 18 for them. So as you can see, even if you obtain some results, they are almost always random and fresh. Events could lead you to sub-events and so forth. Perhaps in the Fields events, you have to make a mind investigation check. If successful, you find a cabin that, with minor renovations, can become a haven. To assist you in fleshing out the world as you use the mechanics of this game, you have a list of different armor suits, items, weapons, gear, such as the light vest armor, heavy clothes, cars, computers, survival kits, shotguns, axes, grenades, revolvers. And you have 2 cities to explore already. You can play in any city that you want, an imaginary city or one based on a real-life city, of course. But here you have St. Augustine and New York. You have some basic details concerning the infrastructure, the history of the city, and some important non-player characters. Now when it comes to the bestiary, avoiding spoilers, there are all sorts of things such as animals, master witches, undead, ancestral ghosts, vampires as well, of course, of various power levels. There are also police officers, lycanthropies, just to name a few. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about modes of play, the end game, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this tabletop RPG. Yes, the process is really simple, and I like how you can interact with the world in various ways. Adding to that the events that you may encounter throughout a single night of activity, it's always going to feel like a new experience. And as you make connections, relations between the events that happened in previous nights with the current events and the antagonists and potential allies, it's going to become quite an intense and immersive experience. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, roleplay solves everything. Once again, thank you and see you later.